link in the chat.
I did.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I
Or
remember.
like in my chat,
But
you know.
where are those who share the memory?
I did.
You have? I didn't see it.
Really?
Yeah, I don't see it in there. Like the chat on my stream, I mean. Is that what you did? Huh.
I don't know why it's not coming up as a link. Alright, I'm gonna test the sound, okay?
Okay, dokie.
1, 2, buckle my shoe.
Okay. Don't get me copyright striked.
Alright.
Save that wish.
It sounds alright. Yep, there we go.
Yeah, I forget. Can I trade the dendro sigils or? Okay, so you're useless to me right now.
How can you say that?
It's like frickin' Inazuma. You can't use your sigils to buy stuff yet.
Oh,
That must be what that dream tree achievement is for.
There must be something here. Alright. Yeah, I'm having my seed dispensary out, so just in case I come across any more.
Well, just so you know, you can buy Sumeru roses from Tubby now.
Wait, what?
The Sumeru roses. That's what I was using the seeds for.
Yeah, but I'm just keeping it out just in case.
That's fair.
Oh yeah, I need to get a Hara fruit seed.
Nope.
Empty peach seed.
You can buy that from Tubby.
I can't believe I have little Julian chili seeds. Eesh. Anyways, let's continue on with the story.
Let me see. Where is the story quest for me? I want to make sure I don't go through it. Okay, it's over there. Good to know. Just don't go past
and
the
like
dancing.
I said before, I'm kind of glad we don't not label us criminals when we first step into here.
Yeah. Although we'll probably be a little bit criminals by the academia. So they sound like a bunch of pricks.
Like, every nation, I guess, besides Mondstadt, but you do kind of become a fugitive.
Ooh, spin disc!
And you have been a criminal since you joined there.
Yeah. You might want to look at my stream real quick so you can see where the disc is.
Alright.
Yeah, it'll be in the... Just so you know, it'll be in the port. You see it?
That area, by
the start of the event quest.
Alright.
79. Alright, let's see what you got, Mr. Artisan.
Yeah, because in Mondstadt we became wanted for stealing the Holy Lyre.
Yeah.
Basically.
Of course you were talking about the food Paimon.
And then in Liwa we were blamed for
automatically.
Yep. We were blamed for the death of Rex Lapis.
Mm-hmm.
And then in Azuma we were just hated.
Yeah, because of the Shogun.
Yeah. So basically, yeah, Sumeru's basically the first one we're not really treated as criminals right off the bat.
Oh, did you see that?
Well,
when those people entered the city, something on their heads lit up.
Well, that's just because we are only so far into the story. It may change. Don't quote me on this.
One moment, please, you two. It appears this is your first time visiting Sumeru City.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, that's right. But how did you know that?
Because there's currently no information on either of you in the Akasha. But no need to worry, that won't prevent you from entering the city. In fact, the Academia conveniently provides each traveler to Sumeru City with a device. Perhaps you two have heard of the Akasha before. It's our beloved Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's lasting legacy, a treasure trove of collected knowledge.
Rukkhadevata.
After centuries of tireless research on the Akasha, the Academia created
So how
one of its
far are you
most
in your story?
ingenious inventions,
We just got
the
to
Akasha
Sumeru
Terminal.
City.
You got the little terminals?
No, we just entered the city gates.
Oh.
As long as you are within Sumeru's borders, you may use an Akasha terminal to connect directly to the Akasha and access any knowledge you need.
Alright.
I should mention that due to technical limitations, the operation of Akasha terminals will be much smoother and more effective in large cities such as Sumeru City and Port Ormos.
So the Akasha terminal, that's what we get here.
Yep.
Oh, so this is the thing that Tainari was telling us about. It sounds pretty amazing.
You two are quite fortunate. Until recently, it was standard practice to only issue Akasha terminals to outlanders who spent an extended amount of time in Sumeru. However, this policy was recently changed, and now all travelers are issued one upon arrival. Here are your Akasha terminals. Please handle them with care.
It kinda looks like a leaf.
To activate it, simply hold it in your hand and say the following phrase to yourself. May the mighty God bless us with
Well, my
their
personal
voice
opinion,
of
it's a
wisdom.
bit big to be a toy.
May the mighty goddess, may the mighty God bless us with their voice of wisdom.
Since this little doodad lets you access knowledge, maybe we can use it to
I
find
like
a
that they
way to
give
meet Blessed
Paimon
Lord
her little
Kusanagi.
own little
Let's give it a
Akasha
try.
terminal as well.
May the mighty God bless us with their voice of wisdom.
Wow. Yeah.
Whoa. Just now, something clicked, and Paimon suddenly knew how to use this thing. It seems all we need to do is concentrate on what we want to know.
Did you mute me yet, Rim?
You get it.
No.
Oh, that'll come in real
Oh, okay, I
handy.
didn't know if we were muting each other or not.
Until you continue on with the story, you said you could talk.
Alright.
Exactly. That is the power of the Akasha. And with that, let me officially welcome you both to Sumeru City. May the wisdom of the Dendro Archon always be your guide.
Thank you.
Okay, now that we're in, we can check the Akasha about Lesser Lord Kusanagi.
Talk to kids. Oh, goody.
500 years ago, the sages found a newly born deity from within some scorched ruins. The deity now resides in the sanctuary of Suristana. Seems pretty similar to what Kali was telling us.
Alright.
Next, let's concentrate on asking how to meet her. Huh? Paimon doesn't sense anything. The
Smart
Akasha didn't
kids.
respond to Paimon's question.
Probably the Akasha has a limited range of what it's allowed to do.
Oh, come on! Ugh. Focusing on this question feels like when you have something you're trying to remember and it's on the tip of your tongue, but you just can't think of it. Ugh. Paimon's brain is exhausted. Oh, smart idea. But what are you going to ask it? Huh. Could it be because we're Outlanders and we've only just arrived in Sumeru? You know, maybe we're not qualified to receive an answer to this sort of question or something.
Maybe? I don't know how this thing works.
A children's author?
You too? Paimon.
Greater Lord Rugadavada.
Uh-oh. Paimon's getting all teary-eyed all of a sudden. It feels like the people of Sumeru really missed their Archon.
Well, I guess that means this Archon was the previous Archon was really nice to their people.
Yeah, she was, from what I've heard.
Well, seems
I
no
mean, she
matter
did
which way
build
we
the entire
try,
society
we
and
can't
such.
find anything that'll lead us to Lesser Lord Kusanali. Guess our only choice now is to try meeting with the researcher that Tainari recommended. He's from Sumeru and even has a position in the Academia. Maybe he'll be able to access more info from the Akasha. Let's see. Tainari
Voice
wrote
of
an address
Akasha.
on the letter's envelope. Oh, it's not far from the city's gate. Let's head over and have a look. Hopefully.
The minute you said compensated, I know Paimon's gonna be on board.
Hello, are you Rohawi?
Hello there.
Yes, that's me. Can I help you?
Great! You see, Tainari sent us here and...
Tainari?
What?
Can I call it or can I call it or can I call it? To see the kids smile and for a reward.
Please, there's no need to say anything,
Alright.
really. Sure, I have...
Here, this is a letter from Tainari.
I love the music in
I
Sumeru.
know.
Oh, let me see. Oh, ooh, what a relief. You two nearly scared the life out of me. So, you two just have some questions for me? Seems even Tainari acknowledges my innate ability for procuring
I'm
information.
gonna be honest. I wouldn't have minded if we had to wait for another whole, version, like 2.9 and such.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind it either. If they could improve it even more, I would have waited.
Yeah, I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with what it is. It's
Yeah,
beautiful.
if they were ready, they wanted to release it. So I don't blame them, but I could have waited another update.
Yeah, I don't think they had really anything planned in the meantime, though. That's the thing.
I guess. Wait, I could see it as they could have probably released Dendro characters in 2.9 and ready for.
Yeah, maybe something in Liyue with Baishu.
Yeah.
But we don't know if he'd be a 4 or 5 star thing. That's the thing.
I would have been interested to see what it was.
We want to meet with Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Why do the
Do you
tail
know
trolls
where
just
we can
spawn
do
behind
that?
Paimon?
You mean you want to meet the Dendro Archon herself? This isn't exactly my area of expertise, but let me see what I can find in the Akasha. Sorry, the Akasha didn't respond to my query.
Oh.
What? You too? But what about your abilities for getting information and all that? Paimon was sure you'd be able to access more info than we did.
Well, as I said, this isn't my area of expertise. I am but a lowly researcher, so the Akasha doesn't see a need for me to know more about the Dendro Archon. All I know is that ever since Lesser Lord Kusanali returned to Sumeru, she's never left the Sanctuary of Sorasthana or made a public appearance.
Huh. Didn't expect her to be such a mysterious figure.
The Dendro Archon is somewhat of a recluse.
Oh.
Perhaps she just doesn't want to entertain visitors, which would explain the lack of information in the Akasha.
But then what can we do?
No need to worry just yet. I'm only hypothesizing here. You could
Okay.
certainly try asking around and see if anyone else has ideas.
Well, might as well
And
ask for some
you two should
ideas.
consider the bright side of things. Not being able to see Lesser Lord Kusanali may not be a bad thing.
Well, for you maybe, but for us, we want to meet the Archon.
In this world, there will always be information you cannot obtain from the Akasha and things you can never accomplish. Knowing when to yield is a form of wisdom. Take me, for example. It's a miracle if my brain cells can spit out one paper every 3 years. But Tainari? That guy can publish 3 papers in just a single year.
Trio.
Okay.
don't mention it. If you two ever want information about things like who's been promoted within the academia or relations between the 6 great sages, come find me. Hey, come on. This is a survival skill at the academia.
Oh, Paimon's expectations were pretty low, but this is so low, it's like digging holes in... So what do we do now? Even if we want to talk to someone, we don't know anybody here. Huh? Like who? Oh, you're right! Catherine! The Adventurers Guild has its own intel network.
Hello, Mom.
Let's hurry and find her.
Hey, Mob. I'm guessing he appeared in your stream.
Yep.
Alright.
Huh.
She says it's dangerous as there are hilichurls dancing 10 feet from us.
Apparently there's drops for Genshin Impact on Twitch. Reward August 26th to Wednesday, September 14th. Alright. I didn't know.
Interesting.
Yeah, I had drops in there, but I was like, didn't think much of it, but, Hey, Mom, if you want to get your drops, you can watch my channel, I guess.
Will yours work?
I don't know, maybe. Oh yeah, Catherine! I got new mail, what? Twitch veterans, yeah. Who complete missions on Twitch. Obtain following rewards. Don't forget to collect them. Wait, I just collected my own reward. Wait, what? Is it because I'm watching myself? Huh? I'm confused.
So, would all I have to do is link my PlayStation account to my Twitch account and watch you?
I guess? I don't know.
Huh?
I don't know how that's working right now.
Who knows?
Alright, let's go see Catherine.
Catherine number 4. Or Catherine number 1 still, it's
We're
hard to
actually
tell.
we're actually asking Catherine for some help.
Yeah.
I think this is the first, honestly. Yo, add extra Abyssosque.
Ad Astra
I got Kole!
Hello, Traveler and Paimon.
Oh, from the event?
Yeah.
Yeah, you get it from...
I didn't have to do the carving stuff.
Catherine, we need your help with something.
Understood. The Adventurers Guild is always ready to serve you. With what do you
All
require
right.
assistance?
We want to meet with Lesser Lord Kusanali. Do you know a way we can do that?
You two wish to meet with Sumeru's Archon. Understood. Please wait. I apologize, but I am unable to call up any relevant information in the Akasha.
Urukashava
I'm
mushrooms.
also unable to locate any pertinent information in my personal memory.
Aww. dead end. Well, if Catherine can't help us, then we really don't know anyone else to ask now.
Please do not worry.
I
I may know of someone who
I
can
need to
help
figure
you
out where to
two.
farm those
In
mushrooms
Sumeru,
at.
the Adventurous Guild does not serve as the vanguard of information. Rather,
Give me
there are
one
numerous
moment,
active
everyone.
mercenary groups collectively known
Putting
as
some
the
artifacts
Eremites.
on her.
Eremites.
They take on various contracts and work all across Sumeru, so they naturally accrue intelligence. An Eremite brigade called the Corps of 30 is in charge of Sumeru City's defenses. Not only are they the oldest brigade, but they are responsible for managing and coordinating the affairs of all other mercenary brigades.
Corps of
I
30?
don't have any.
What a
I'll
weird
put that.
name.
I said you can have the 4-piece bonus.
Supposedly, they are named as such because their ranks numbered 30 at their inception. Asfand, an advisor with the Corps of 30, maintains good relations with the Adventurers Guild. Though he's already retired, he and his words carry great weight within mercenary circles. If you'd like to get in contact with him,
I won't be using
you can
her
find
yet,
him at the
but
Corps of 30's
still.
headquarters, the Citadel of Rexar.
Okay, that's not identical.
You're welcome. I wish you two the best of luck. We look forward to your exploits in Sumeru.
Sumeru.
Alright, off to the Citadel of Rexar we go!
Good job, stupid amateur.
And now there's a teleport waypoint.
Collect these rewards.
Okay, that's not the way. Alright. Oh, I just ran into a tree. Okay.
How smart of you.
Where is this teleport waypoint?
Where did the next thing spawn at? There had to be more than one.
Yellow!
Green!
Water!
The Adventurers Guild told me to expect you two.
Agua!
Nice to meet you, Asfand. We'd like to ask you about
Pikachu!
I choose you.
Porygon!
Eevee's better.
I see. So, Catherine's the one who sent you this way. Ha! It's
Where's
true
the
that the
next thing
Eremites
at?
network is vast, but even I can't help you meet the Dendro Archon.
Wait, seriously? That's it?
Strange.
Afraid so. The Eremites aren't terribly religious, so we don't know much about divinities. As far as
well.
the Akasha goes, we can access even less than you. We originally came from the desert. The gods there died off long
To
ago.
Gandharvaville.
Since those days, we've used our own two hands to carve out a living. We don't beg gods for their aid. It isn't just us, though. If you ask me, I think most in Sumeru aren't interested in Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Uh-huh.
Why's that?
Just take the Academia, for example. They're the ones who truly rule Sumeru. Although they believe in gods,
That's a
most
mood
of
and a
them
half,
only care for
Yolande.
the late Greater Lord Rugudevada. In their eyes, she was the one who founded Sumeru and gifted us with the Akasha. Lesser Lord Kusanali just happened to inherit her legacy. Because of the Academia's influence, most citizens are more familiar with Greater Lord Rugudevada and hold her in greater esteem.
So people are just more interested in Greater Lord than Lesser Lord, okay. Makes sense.
Not to mention that Lesser Lord Kusanali never makes an appearance, and the Academia never announces anything about her. As far as the people of Sumeru are
Spina
concerned,
crocodile?
she's just a god.
Is that what those things
exists.
are called?
And that's all.
I don't know.
Really?
Apparently, because I haven't seen anything else that would fit that description.
Sort of feels bad for Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Ha! But who knows? We're all just guessing when it comes down to it. Besides, I'm sure the god of wisdom doesn't worry about her reputation among people like us.
Alright, well, thanks for the info, Osfond.
No problem.
Aw.
Always happy to help out the Adventurers Guild.
Ah,
You
Seems
think,
Osfond
Kai?
was right about most people's attitudes here. Not only are they not interested in the Dendro Archon, they even say stuff like, if the Akasha doesn't think I should know, then I don't need to know about it.
jeez. It's like the Great Lord Rakabuda is still here in their eyes.
We've been asking for
They just don't want to
information
accept that
nonstop
she's
ever
gone.
since we got to Sumeru. But the harder we try, the more helpless everything seems. Isn't there at least one person in this entire city who cares about Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Oh, you two are interested in Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Yes, we are! We've been looking for people in the city who care about her.
Huh? Who are you?
From the sound of it, you two are Outlanders who recently arrived here.
This
You've been
guy.
asking around
this
for
guy's
information
lost
on Lesser
me.
Lord Kusanali, right?
Hello, miss. Oh yeah, I see you on Karen Street.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Dunyarzad, one of Lesser Lord Kusanali's faithful followers.
Oh, so you believe in her? Okay.
Whoa, really? Then do you know how we can meet with her?
I'm afraid I can't help you with that. But your conversation earlier did happen to remind me of a legend about the Dendro Archon.
Can you tell us about the legend?
It goes like this. Long, long ago, there was a man who heard a prophecy. It predicted that a great calamity was about to befall him. Panicked by what he heard, the man sought out the Dendro Archon in hopes that she would bless him.
Yeah, of course
with the
they
wisdom
exist.
to
I've
help
seen
him
them.
escape his predicament. The man journeyed across deserts and through rainforests and experienced tribulations of every kind. However, he still couldn't find any trace of the Dendro Archon. In despair, he thought, alas, the Archon has abandoned me. He then had no choice but to sorrowfully resign to his fate.
Okay, and then what happened?
And then, the calamity
Razi,
came.
I feel very
his
sorry
own
for you right
surprise,
now.
The man felt somehow emboldened by the trials of his journey. By relying on his own strength, he managed to overcome the adversity. At that moment, a bird perched upon his shoulder. This bird was, in fact, an avatar of the Dendro Archon. She said, "O Archon Seeker, do you now understand? She and her wisdom have long been found by you.
Wow.
Along your journey, we were in every flower and blade of grass, every ray of sparkling sun, and every breath of dancing wind. So long as you continue to think and ponder, we'll be wherever you go."
Yeah, thanks for the story. Paimon feels all warm and fuzzy inside after that.
In a way, it seems like this story is also one of the Dendro Archon's avatars.
Dunyarzad, since you worship Lesser Lord
I
Kusanali,
want to
can
knock
you
this
tell
guy
us
out.
anything else about her?
Carry him like
Of
a sack of
course.
potatoes back
So
to
did you two know that,
corpse.
I'm terribly sorry, but it seems something's come up now. Let's chat another day.
Oh dear. Is everything okay?
Hey, wait! What the heck just happened? It looks like they're searching for someone. Dunyarzad was acting super nervous just now. You think they're looking for her?
Probably.
This stinks! We finally managed to find a lead about Lesser Lord Kusanali! We can't let them get in the way now!
Well, we just don't bother with them and try to find her again.
Let's see if we can get rid of them. Then we can catch up with Dunyarzad.
Hey, have you two seen a brown-haired girl wearing a purple top and a long blue dress?
Who?
Looking for her.
Who you? I never met that person in my life.
Did she have bandages wrapped around her wrists?
Yes, that's her. Did you see which direction she went?
Yeah, she went
the perfect
way.
pilot.
Quick, after her.
Yeah, that way.
been busy for a while. Let's hurry and find Dunyarzad.
Dunyarzad.
Oh, why would the R&R need to write on paper?
Alright, Dunyarzad, come on.
There you are, Dunyarzad. We thought you might have been long gone by now.
Oh, it's you two. Oh, you startled me there.
I get the feeling I know who wrote that.
Oh. Alright, wait, are you doing the story?
I'm doing the event.
You can relax now.
Tanja, you might want to shut
Really?
the hell up.
Thank you so much. Unfortunately, I believe there's still more of them out there looking for me. Uh-oh, looks like there are some coming this way.
Huh? More of them? Then what are we standing here for? Run!
No, wait, my body isn't in the best shape. It's difficult for me to run. Okay, sounds good. There's a tavern on the other side of the port we can go to.
Your train of thought's gone off the rails, buddy.
Okay, let's go to the tavern.
Stay behind us. We'll keep an eye out for anyone looking for you.
Oh, wait, do I have to sneak?
No, thankfully. Just head straight there.
Okay, it's not that. It wasn't that far for us to sneak if we had to.
Yeah, but still, with it being out in the open, that would have been a pain. Also, I hate stealth missions in video games.
They're not that bad.
The one in Inazuma.
Which one in Inazuma?
The first thing. Yeah, Tanja, it's overwhelming. Overwhelmingly painful.
Oh, this!
Oh, they shouldn't be able to find us now. Wait, stand down, Dia.
Oh, hello there! Oh, you caught me off guard! Cat lady, I guess?
That is the pyro mommy people tell about. But yeah, she looks like she's part cat.
I'm just going up by the ears?
Or maybe part tiger? I don't know.
It's probably an Egyptian cat, probably, because you come from the desert. That's my guess.
I had not thought of that. That makes sense. Not actually.
Yeah, we met a girl Liwa who put her hair in like cattails, but wasn't actually a cat. But yeah, you look like a cat. Put your claws away, please.
My lady, who are these two?
They're travelers that I met on the street just a moment ago. They happened to notice that you were all searching for me, so they helped me hide.
I really want to hit this guy.
In that case, you two should scram. There's nothing here for you.
Wait a sec.
No, not
Who the heck are you?
Went
Why
one
are
too
you
far.
shooing us away?
Back away!
I'm Miss Dunyarzad's bodyguard, here to see that she returns home safe and sound. My lady, let's get going. You've been gone for so long that your parents are worrying themselves sick.
Jeez.
And if I refuse to go with you?
It'd be easier
I see a
for the both
Sumeru
of us
trying
if
to
you
def in the
cooperated.
distance.
But if you insist on not going, then I'll have to carry you like a sack of potatoes.
Carry you like a sack of potatoes. Oh, I just noticed her eyes too. Oh. Dea's eyes. They're likely slit. They're like slit like a cat. So, that kind of shows that I'm thinking she is a cat. Something. They never really go into what the human-animal hybrids are in this game.
Hey, Dunyarzad already said she doesn't want to go back. Why are you still pushing her?
Stay out of this. You don't understand the situation.
You screwed
Sorry, my
up.
lady. Even though I'm your bodyguard, your parents are my employers. I have to answer to them.
How much?
Wait, what?
How much more do I have to pay you to become your employer? So you never listen to my parents ever again. Double? A triple? Give me some time and I'll get that much.
My lady, this isn't about Mora. I don't know what you think of us Eremites, but let me say this. I like Mora, but I'll never go against my principles. That's why I'm here looking and knowing your health, carelessly running around like this is gonna hurt ya. For the sake of those who love you, don't be stubborn.
No, you're wrong. I'm aware of my limits and I know what I'm doing. Honestly, the only people being stubborn right now are my parents.
Okay.
And I know perfectly well that it makes no difference if I'm at home or not. They still won't accept reality, and every time I bring this up, they just change the subject. Dia, you've been living with us a long time already. This should be old news to you. Dia, I know it hasn't been easy for Mother and Father, and I'm grateful for everything they've done for me. But there's someone else in this world I'm also grateful to, because she saved me. The love I have for her is the same I have for my parents.
Love for her? Is this... I don't want to assume, but is this like the first time we're actually getting, you know, that kind of relationship in Genshin?
I don't want to spoil anything. Just don't look at the thing Genshin posted on their YouTube channel until after you do this. That's all I'm gonna say.
Is it... am I just right or wrong? Just say yes or no.
I don't know for sure. I only know a tiny bit and I clicked off the video.
This is my life and my last chance.
And I haven't gone that far in the
So I
story
want to do something
yet.
meaningful.
My lady, are you sure what you're doing now is meaningful?
Yes, I'm sure. At least, it is to me.
Fine. I won't ask you to return home anymore. But let me make something very clear. I'm only doing this because I respect your determination, not because I agree with you.
Thank you, Dia. Sorry for being so rude just now. My nerves were acting up. And I even brought up your payment in such an offensive way.
Don't worry about it, my lady. I did say that I like Mora. Besides, that's our next topic of conversation. Today's little excursion caused such a ruckus that every single bodyguard at the estate was deployed. It wouldn't be easy to hide things from your old man. Since this definitely won't be your last escapade, here's a little tip. You should at least make it look like your room and things are still in order when you leave. Also, you'll need someone to cover you for when you're out and about. So, I'll let you hire me, my lady. This way, everyone wins. As for the pay, let's say half of what your father pays me. We can settle the bill when we return to the estate.
Okay, deal.
Yay! Looks like they've reached an understanding.
Yay!
I'm fine, really. I just feel a little tired now that things have calmed down.
Oh dear.
My lady, stop trying to look tough. We're already in a tavern, so let's rest up and grab some grub.
I'm sorry for worrying you two. If you don't mind, I'd like for you to join us.
Sure! After you rest up, we want to hear more about Lesser Lord Kusanali.
I'm not arguing ideas.
Ha! Well, if it isn't Dia. Haven't seen you in nearly half a year. Word on the street is that you're a bodyguard for the Homayani family now. Ha! Don't you find that kind of work boring?
Nah, you get used to it. How about a menu over here?
You got it. Huh? Isn't this little Miss Homayani herself? We don't get to serve personages like you very often. We'll be sure to prepare our very best.
Thank you, sir, but there's no need. I don't have a lot of Mora on me, and I really ought to save as much as I can. But please bring these two the best food you have. They're my new friends, so I want to be a good host for them.
Wait, we're paying for ourselves now? Aw, Paimon kinda wanted to try something fancy, but we aren't exactly loaded. guess Paimon will settle for something.
Paimon, we are not going to force someone to pay our meal for us. Seriously. She said she didn't have enough money as is.
How about our coconut charcoal cakes? They're our signature snack, and they run cheap. Look, other customers over there are eating some now.
They look kind of burnt and dry.
I'll try some. Picky Paimon? Now that's burst.
Hey, come on! Paimon has personal preferences too, you know.
Yeah, you eat everything in sight, like me.
Dunyarzad, we asked a lot of people when we first arrived, and almost nobody was interested in Lesser Lord Kusanali. So, what made you want to follow her?
Well, remember when you asked me if I knew how to meet the Dendro Archon? Even though I don't know how, I think I've actually seen her before.
Huh? Really?
Really?
Yes, it was when I was a child. At the time, my illness had kept me bedridden for the better part of a year.
Oh dear.
I was stuck inside and couldn't make any friends, and my parents did their best to find treatments for me. But even then, the Akasha didn't have any helpful information. My younger self no longer had any hopes or dreams. One flare-up was so bad that I was in a semi-conscious state for several days. Then one night, I woke up alone in my room. I was terrified. My body was paralyzed. Even if I cried, there was no sound. At that moment, an ethereal voice spoke in my mind. Dunyarzad, don't be scared. You don't have to cry.
Dunyarzad, don't be scared. You don't have to cry.
That's a voice we heard. That is definitely the voice we heard at the Golden Apple Archipelago.
Mm-hmm. Lesser Lord Kusanali herself. You have to admit the artwork right there is amazing.
How do you know my name?
Oh, definitely.
How do I explain this? You might not be able to understand, but actually, I know everything about you. Really?
Man, this artwork is nice.
Of course. I know that you're scared
I took
of
some
thunder,
screenshots of it
that you
because
hate taking medicine
we
everywhere,
rarely get artwork like
and
that.
you love counting the petals
I mean,
on
I
your
can
mom's
understand why, because it's not animated like the rest of the game is. But still, it's nice when we get little moments like that.
Wow, you really do know everything. Dunyarzad, is there anything you want? Want? Not really. I can't go anywhere or do anything. Huh? But aren't you a child? All children have wishes. Tell me what you want, and maybe I can make it happen. And can you make my illness go away? Oh. I'm sorry. But I'm not powerful enough to do that right now. Then, can you be my friend?
Aww.
After that, the voice said, "Okay, I'll be your friend." Although my body was suffering during those days, that voice encouraged me and told me many wondrous things. Beyond my window was the flourishing Sumeru city.
Of course he does, he's your
Beyond
son.
the city was a lush rainforest.
Aww.
And beyond that was the wall of Samiel, deserts, and all of Teyvat.
Yeah, that is an awesome place.
Once I finally made it through that bout of illness, I couldn't hear that voice anymore. I told my mother about it, but she said that I must have been dreaming. But I know that that voice wasn't a figment of my imagination. Before that, I had never heard of Teyvat.
You never heard of the world Teyvat?
Yeah, she's never left. As far as I can tell, she's from like a rich family, so I can imagine she's been kind of sheltered most of her life.
Jeez.
And not to mention this illness she's talking about.
I figured you would have had to learn at some point.
Yes, for sure.
I can imagine she's barely been able to leave her home.
If it weren't for that voice, I would have never grown curious about the outside world. Nor would I have learned how to read and enjoy so many books. That voice sparked a desire for wisdom. It had to have been the Dendro Archon. I've been hoping for a chance to repay her kindness. In fact, I was running around today to help prepare the Subzeroes Festival for her.
What's the Subzeroes Festival?
It's Lesser Lord Kusanali's birthday, which was the day that she was found by the sages.
Oh, her birthday?
It's actually an old holiday that originally celebrated Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's birthday. When she passed away, the holiday eventually became a celebration of the Lesser Lord's birthday.
Okay.
I heard everyone was overjoyed when they welcomed her back to Sumeru. In those days, the festival was a huge deal, but because of the Academia's influence, people have gradually lost interest in the festival.
So it's the Academia's fault that the Lesser Lord Kusanali rarely gets the appreciation.
Yep.
The Academia actively
Like I said,
participates in Sumeru's many holidays
they're
dedicated to Greater
a-hordes.
Lord Rukkhadevata. But when it comes to the Subzeroes Festival,
Alright.
forget anything.
Event item equipped.
They practically act like it doesn't exist. Maybe they see Lesser Lord Kusanali's birth as confirmation of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's death, so they're reluctant to celebrate it.
Oh, I see.
But that's awful.
It is. It's absolutely terrible.
It's like the
Sure,
snowman
the Greater
event.
Lord founded Sumeru, but hasn't Lesser Lord Kusanali been the one quietly protecting us for the past few hundred years?
Yeah, after the Archon War, she's the only one that you guys had. 500 years ago was the Archon War, which I believe the Greater Lord died in.
Yep.
So, I guess even if we did meet Lesser Lord Kusanali, she wouldn't have much information to give us. Unless she somehow retained Greater Lord's memories.
Trilakshana?
You heard me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because she's only been around 500 years. Unless she retained the Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's memories, she wouldn't have any knowledge of Conria.
Who knows? Because we never actually had Archon die that we, knew of,
Oh yeah, because the only Archons we know, I guess, died now are Makoto, which is A's sister.
Yeah.
Which was the previous Archon before A became Archon. And Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, which died, I guess, sometime around the Conria War.
During, most likely.
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
Because we know Zhongli and Venti are the only ones that survived.
Well, only one so far. Because we don't know for sure.
We know the Geo Archon and Animal Archon are really the... Because they were the originals, so they had to have survived the war.
Yeah. Well, let's not forget. I don't know if Venti was the original Archon,
Well, 2,600... He said he was around 2,600 years.
Oh, is that how long he's been the Archon for?
I don't know, but I doubt it, because he... Apparently his friend died when he was trying to save Mansa from...
The king?
Yeah, and then he became Archon.
I think that's it. Because he didn't really have a form before that.
So he could have been... So and it's a big gap, unless that thing happened like right around the Archon War of 500 years ago. Then if Venti wasn't, because I think it was confirmed Barbados and Rex Lapis were the only one of the original 7 to survive. That's just my thought process.
Just remember that we're still out in public. Don't get too carried away now.
I know that people over by the Grand Bazaar still hold the Subzeroes Festival to this day. But I hadn't met any of them before.
Okay, so that's how you can do that.
But recently, I made a friend there who also follows Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Oh,
I gave her
really?
my savings because I want her to throw a wonderful festival this year. That's the least I could do for Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Hold on, my lady.
Oh,
does
3
this
different
friend
scorched,
happen to
3
be
normal, and 3
Nilu,
activated.
The one who sends flowers to the estate?
Neil, wait, what?
I'm doing the picture thing.
Yes, that's her.
I saw her leaving the other day with a nervous look on her face. It seemed like she was hiding something in her arms. Did you give her something?
Yes. Initially, I didn't have much Mora prepared, so I had Nilu sell one of my skirts. I've agreed with
wow,
Nilu to
almost
meet up
3
at the Grand
hours.
Bazaar and see how things are coming along.
I'm about to hit an hour.
Sure. That's quite the trip, though. I'll carry you.
No, that would be too much, even for you.
You might as well just accept the lift. If I let you walk, who knows how long it'll take us. And if anything happens to you, then I'd really never hear the end
I'll
of
do
it
the
from
rest
your
of this
father.
off screen.
But of course, Nilu will be
I'll
thrilled to hear
probably
that
do
people
the.
interested in Lesser Lord
I might do the
Kusanali.
rest of the Sumeru story off screen too.
I'm still probably gonna do it on screen.
Yeah, I might.
Yeah, after the stream, after my stream, I have ideas for one of my characters now.
Alright, I want to go to Port Ormo, see if I meet Dory right away or not.
Oh, I can't wait to meet her.
From a screenshot I've seen, she's a bit sassy, thankfully.
Yeah.
Because you gotta admit, she looks like she'd be sassy as hell.
Yeah, just like, what are you doing? If that's her personality, she would definitely remind me of Tatsumaki from One Punch Man.
Oh god. Oh, speaking of Dory, I found fan art of her and Diona switching clothes. As they both have similar, like, pink hair and such, you know?
I guess.
People are literally calling Dory the Diona of Sumeru sometimes. Because of that, similarities. Alright, you might want to mute me because I'm doing part of the story now.
Alright, mute. I will see you on the other side, man. Just let me know the... Alright, now we're on our own. Now we don't have him to distract us. Let's go! Oh, what's your name?
I'm late, Nilu.
Nilu? Oh, you're Nilu?
Oh, Dunyarzad. It was taking you so long that I assumed you got trapped at home, but you made it in the end.
Nilu!
Uh-oh. But if Dia's here, that means you got caught, right?
You could say that, but everything worked out. She's on our side now.
Not completely.
Oh, and who are these two?
Oh, meet the Traveler and Paimon, my 2 newest friends. They're visitors who just arrived at Sumeru City and are looking for information on Lesser Lord Kusanali.
So you're followers from another land?
Truthfully, no.
Really? Well, that's okay. You're still invited to the Subzeroes Festival.
Nilu!
By the way, Dunyarzad, we've already started decorating the Grand Bazaar. It looks spectacular, thanks to your generous contribution.
You're very welcome. It's the only thing I could do. Do you still have enough Mora?
Probably?
But don't sweat it. We've already finished renovating the stage. Come on, I'll show you.
Wow! This place is amazing!
Wow.
Not bad. Last time I was here, the stairs were full of holes.
The stairs were nothing. A little while ago, we discovered that the tree above the stage had a huge chunk of bark ready to fall off. Mr. Zubair was worried sick. We reported it to the academia many times, but they never sent anyone to deal with it. We didn't want anything bad happening, so we were going to cancel all the stage performances.
Oh, probably because it was the theater asking.
The academia looks down on performers like us. They probably think it would be best if the theater closed down completely. We can't let that happen, though. Not only would everyone involved in the theater go hungry, but then we wouldn't be able to hold the Subzeroes Festival anymore. Thank the Dendro Archon for Dunyarzad. But the more she gave us, we hired someone to patch up the tree, and we also gave the stage a much-needed makeover.
Oh, nice.
The stage is going to be even prettier when it's festival time. I can't wait for you to see it.
And I can't wait to see you on the stage. You've been practicing so long already. It's almost time for your dream to become reality.
It's our dream. I'll do my best for the two of us.
Nilu, what are you gonna be doing at the festival?
She'll be dancing the dance of Subzeroes, the most important performance at the Subzeroes Festival.
Dunyarzad, have you told him the origin of this holiday?
I only told them about the Greater Lord and Lesser Lord so far.
Okay, then I'll tell you two about how this holiday came to be. According to legend, the Subzeroes Festival was originally the Goddess of Flowers' birthday celebration for the Greater Lord.
Oh.
A long, long time ago, on one of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's birthdays, her friends threw her a celebratory banquet.
Oh, nice. Sorry about that. Hold on, let me check. Oh, nice. Sorry about that. Hold on, let me check. Oh, nice. Bye bye, black sheep. Have you any wool? Bye bye, black sheep. Have you any wool? Alright.
Some of the gods got drunk. One started playing music, and the Greater Lord started singing, so the Goddess of Flowers began to dance.
Oh.
As she danced upon the grass, countless beautiful padisaras began to bloom wherever she stepped. Those brilliant purple flowers became her dazzling stage. All the gods clamored, "Oh, if only time could stop at this very moment." Of course they did. When people mention the gods, they always think of the Archon War. But Sumeru's gods also had happy times. Although they aren't around anymore, they're preserved in our tradition of dance. This outfit I'm wearing is apparently based on how the Goddess of Flowers looked. Though we're just tiny people compared to the Divine, we still have to do our best to make sure that the birthday girl feels loved on her special day.
Nilu, you of all people will definitely be able to convey our well wishes to the Dendro Archon. I also noticed that you went the extra mile and scattered padisaras around the stage.
They symbolize the Goddess of Flowers, after all. It's just a shame that all the real padisaras went extinct after her death.
Yeah. The Greater Lord brought forth padisaras in memory of the Goddess of Flowers. But she ultimately could never truly replicate that beautiful purple.
Thinking about the Goddess of Flowers dance makes me wish I could have seen it. If my stage were anything like that, I'd be thrilled if I had just 2 real padisaras on the stage. So, Traveler in Paimon, what do you think? Interested in the Subzeroes Festival?
Yeah.
Will you two be coming?
Yeah.
All of Lesser Lord Kusanali's followers will be there for her birthday. It'll be a good opportunity for you to learn more about her.
Best thing we got.
Ooh, Paimon thinks that's a great idea!
It's our only lead.
Hey, come on! There's nothing wrong with enjoying a festival. Besides, Lesser Lord Kusanali's birthday! She'll be happy to have more people who are celebrating it.
So how about we all attend the Subzeroes Festival together?
Dunyarzad, let me show you which stage decorations we've picked out so far. Traveler and Paimon, if that doesn't sound interesting to you, then feel free to explore the area. Everyone at the Grand Bazaar loves Lesser Lord Kusanali, and we're all looking forward to the Subzeroes Festival.
In that case, we'll take a look around.
Life is so dull here.
Ah, dancing at the Subzeroes Festival. You know, I also danced when I was younger.
Aww.
As a child, I even asked my grandmother why we performed the dance for the Lesser Lord when it was originally done to honor the Greater Lord. My grandmother said that Greater Lord Rukkhadevata is a beloved deity and honored by all. And Lesser Lord Kusanali is too. If the goddess of flowers ever knew Lesser Lord Kusanali, then she would certainly have wished to be her friend and hold celebrations for her too. The Subzeroes Festival has been losing its appeal over the years. That is, until a wealthy benefactor stepped in this year and brought the festival back to life. I heard she forked out a lot of mora to make it all happen.
Yeah. I'll talk to you last, since I do kinda like you. Ah!
Whoa! What's with your yellow hair? And why do your clothes look so funny? Are you an Outlander? Did you know that the Subzeroes Festival is about to happen? There'll be loads of fun things to do at the festival. But the best part is when Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, passes out candy to everyone!
Aww.
Things are really shaping up, and there's a buzz around the festival this year. We're expecting people from all over to come by this year and buy things during the festivities. Don't be fooled into thinking that Sumeru City has the best of everything. Some festival snacks are only offered here in the Grand Bazaar. And when it comes to musicians, dancers, or singers, the Grand Bazaar's got the best of the best. Sure, those folks at the Academia might not like it, but what's a festival without song and dance?
True.
Milu, your outfit looks amazing. There's also something different about you from when we first met up.
I thought I'd add a little extra pizzazz to my dress for the festival.
Wow, did you sew all that yourself?
Uh-huh. Sewing is a fundamental skill for everyone in the theater company because we make all our own costumes. Did you know that Mr. Zubair not only can make costumes, but props too? I've noticed that you can't keep your eyes off that crown over there. Would you like to try it on?
May I?
Of course. The legends say that the goddess of flowers had beautiful horns on her head, so this crown was made to reflect that. Dunyarzad, you look absolutely stunning with it on. It's like I'm looking at the goddess of flowers herself.
Huh. Revamping the stage for the festival couldn't have been easy, that's for sure. I bet this year's festival will be one to remember. I don't know much about the Grand Bazaar, but I do know that the residents here have a penchant for song and dance. Two things that the Academia doesn't particularly approve of. Oh, and the perfume sold around here is a lot better than what you'll find elsewhere. The fragrances are longer lasting and they're gentler on your skin and... I mean, that's what I've heard at least.
Aww.
Catherine!
Catherine, what are you doing here? Yeah, it is. What are you doing here, Catherine?
Huh. Come to think of it, Paimon's only ever seen her behind the counter at the Adventurers Guild. This is the first time we've ever seen her taking a break.
Althea!
Hey, Catherine!
Huh? Oh, hey! It's the Traveler and Paimon! What's shaken?
Whoa. Break time Catherine sure sounds a lot less formal than usual. Paimon was still waiting for her to say Ad Astra Abyssosque.
Ad Astra applesauce. I'm sorry, I had to say it. I've been hearing that for the longest time.
Sure. Standing behind the counter at the Adventurers Guild doesn't require any complicated functions. But saying and doing the same old things over and over again can get pretty monotonous. Like watching the same Fontaine movie day after day. But take you two, for example. You travel across Teyvat to enrich your lives and gain new experiences.
Well, we enjoy traveling across Teyvat and all that, but we're mainly looking for clues about his sister.
Yes, you should keep searching. Sometimes the answers we're looking for aren't necessarily at our intended destination. Instead, they're found along the way.
Huh. Haven't we heard someone say something pretty similar recently? Anyways, what brings you out here, Catherine?
No, not particularly. I guess you could say that I'm loving the recent atmosphere here. If festivals bring happiness to everyone, then that's where their true value lies.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks like it's about time for me to be heading back now.
Alright, we'll see you next time at the Adventurers Guild. Oh, by the way, thanks for connecting us with the Eremites. We've already made some great friends in Sumeru City thanks to you.
I'm sure you two will get along well with the people here. You've already been blessed by the element of Dendro after all.
Yeah. Wait, how do you know that?
There's something really different about Catherine today.
Hey, Traveler. Paimon.
Oh, hey, Dia. What's going on?
I've got something to tell ya. My lady knows you're looking for ways to meet Lesser Lord Kusanali, and she's been trying to come up with a way to help you. Well, I have an idea that might help.
Are you serious? We'd love that!
It might not necessarily pan out, so don't get your hopes up too much. I'll need to take you two somewhere and ask someone some questions. My lady is feeling a little worn out at the moment. Nilu's found a place for her to rest. After I take my lady home, let's meet in front of the Citadel of Regzar.
Alright.
Plan.
Fair enough.
Let's head over to the Citadel of Regzar and wait for Dia.
Alright. I'm up here, let's go this way. I want to get all these top waypoints here, so... All the way up there? Alright.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Fish. Swish, swish.
Sorry, I'm late. It took some convincing for the master and mistress to believe that Miss Dunyarzad was only sitting in the port for a while because she was in a bad mood. Anyway, I guess I should be thanking you. I haven't seen Miss Dunyarzad that happy in a long time. If it wasn't for you two, she probably would have been caught and dragged back much earlier.
You sure sound a whole lot nicer than when we first met, Dia. Who would have thought you had such a soft spot for Dunyarzad?
It's called being a professional. I'm a bodyguard, and I work for whoever's paying.
Look, Dia's blushing.
You care about her.
Listen, you two.
Nope.
I don't expect to be working for Miss Dunyarzad very long, but I hope to finish things on a positive note if possible. Let's cut the chit-chat and head into the Citadel. We'll see if the person I know has a way for you two to meet with the Lesser Lord.
Alright. We've been here before, but nothing really helped.
Oh, hey, Chief.
Ha, Dia! What are you doing here? And well, didn't expect to see you three together.
Yeah, Yaxis now.
I take it you all know each other already?
Mm-hmm. We met this morning after the Adventurers Guild pointed us to Osfon for more info.
No kidding. Huh. So, where's Ruksha? I thought I'd help these two out by asking about the theft. Anything you can tell him?
Ruksha's gone over to the Academia. The Grand Sage recently ordered Sumeru City to begin bolstering its defenses, so people from all over have been called back to the city. Since you've already mentioned the theft, I suppose I might as well tell them what we know.
Appreciate it, Chief.
Theft? Sorry, what the heck are you guys talking about?
Just recently, the Academia lost something, and there's a chance the item is connected with the Dendro Archon. This case might just somehow help you in meeting her.
I suppose that's one way to look at it. But if you ask me, the case is more about the Academia than anything else. Let me fill you in. The Academia recently sent a convoy to pick up an important package from Aru village. Word got out, and the convoy was robbed on its way back. The Grand Sage took the whole matter very seriously. Not only did he dispatch the Matra, but also enlisted our help in the search for leads. All we know so far is that whatever was stolen is currently in Port Ormos.
You two have heard of Port Ormos, haven't you? It's the largest commercial port in all of Sumeru. You can travel there by leaving Sumeru City and heading south along the river. The Academia's grip isn't long enough to reach all the way to Port Ormos, so the city's a little more laid back, meaning the population's also a mixed bag. You never know who you'll meet there.
Apparently what was lost has a great deal to do with the Akasha, knowledge, and even the gods. I'm afraid I don't have any other details for you, though. If you're interested, maybe you could head to Port Ormos and ask around yourselves. If you want my advice, try introducing yourselves as students of the Academia once you're there.
Are you serious, Chief? All the Academia students are in Sumeru City, you know. Why should they pretend to be students in Port Ormos?
If you're also interested, just go there and see what happens.
Count me out. I've got plenty of work to do here for the Homayani family. And take it from me, if you two really do decide to visit Port Ormos, you'd best watch your backs. Let's just say that the Eremites there aren't nearly as friendly as those here in Sumeru City.
Gotcha.
There are even some extremists who go around shouting slogans like, "Retake Sumeru for the Scarlet King." Word is that more and more are joining their movement. They're becoming a real headache for Chief and the others.
You bet they are. The Scarlet King's been dead for thousands of years. Now they start spreading rumors of his return. Ridiculous.
Not everyone's like you, Chief. Even the desert natives who abandon their homes in the wilderness still wish to have a god of their own. Well, Traveler, that's about all the information we have for you.
Thanks, Dia! And you too, Osfond! Since we've gathered all we could for the moment in Sumeru City, let's head to Port Ormos and see what we can find next!
Miss Dunyarzad is looking forward to seeing you both at the Subzeroes Festival, so be sure to get yourselves back here in time for that. Good. Then we'll see you both at the Subzeroes Festival.
Alright. Port Ormos is... Oh, down that way. Alrighty then. Alright. Wait, does this mean I could do the... Oh yeah, I could do this now. What the... Where's this? Is this in Port Ormos? Port Ormos. Alright, I'll be right back, guys. I gotta go check on something. Alrighty, everybody. Let's get right back into the game. Alright. Okay, good. I'll do this off screen. Travel to Port Ormos. The Rocky Mountains.
Solidify! Another test subject. Scatter! This is order. Gather!
With the wind.
Ooh, a viewpoint. What the frick is this? Alright. That does look nice. Whee! Oh look, a ruin guard. The blood almost. Ooh, a Dendroarchus in the middle of the water. This must be Port Ormos. Yeah, I can fly around. But can I will admit that banger music. Dun 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 dun. Don't wait. Alright. No. Alright. Let's go this way. Aha. Now. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That was just annoying. Kevin.
Hey.
Alright, so what did you end your stream?
I just talked to Dory.
Oh, we get to meet her in the story?
Yeah. She's a merchant, remember?
I didn't think we would honestly really meet her. Also, I met Nilu, the dancer.
Yeah, I met her a while back.
Yeah, and you said you had ideas for her with one of my characters?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I want to get this topper white porn up here.
Alright, I think I'm gonna go ahead and end my stream. Honestly, I'm gonna go ahead and give a few thoughts. I'll try to avoid spoilers.
Okay, just explain what you're thinking of Sumeru so far.
Honestly, I absolutely love it. I love everything about it, even the wild animals.
I think it's like a fresh new take on a city.
Yeah, several cities technically.
Yeah, but still, I guess a nation.
Yeah. And all the characters are amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, how long have I been streaming for? Almost 3.5 hours. Yeah, I should definitely end the stream here.
Wait, did I start the event thing? Oh dear.
This is pretty great. There's so many
Oh.
new and interesting things.
I don't know.
Did you talk to the Akara Crafts people?
Oh no, I guess I went near them? I don't know.
Yeah.
Commercial port sure lives up to its name.
You went near that where that spin disc was?
And everyone seems excited just to be
Yeah.
here.
Alright. I will end the stream here. I hope everyone
Things
enjoys.
end up like this.
And if you want to see more of
thanks
this,
to your
like,
artistic
subscribe, and
license.
check out the other content on my channel.
And if you want to continue watching Genshin, come over to my Twitch channel.
Yeah, what's your Twitch again?
Rem Elementor 123.
Alright, Rem Elementor 123. You can see how to spell Elementor by what he said in the chat earlier.
Oh, there's Dory. I can see her on your screen. Oh, she looks adorable.
Yeah, and she's a bit sassy.
Is she really that sassy?
Not too sassy, but
just the right amount.
You'll understand.
Just the right amount.
Kinda.
We tried bringing it out for a test run today.
Alright. I hope you all enjoyed.
They dislike it so much.
Have a howling good day, everyone.
Whoa. Yeah. Compared to everyone else, they seem really down in the dumps. Let's go find out what's going on.
I was going to continue with the Archon quest.
And he's a traveler who is
I think you'll enjoy the story.
Is there something bothering you?
Oh, I noticed you two a moment ago.
All
Welcome
right.
to Akara Crafts.
Have a good day,
the best
everyone.
toy store in
Or
Port
I'll see you
Ormos.
all. Yeah.
Akara
Still
Crafts.
in streamer mode. Yeah, Akara Crafts, that's the people.
What's bothering us is
Alright,
this
I'll be
prototype
back
Aranara.
in a little while.
To start with, could I get your opinion on
I
it?
would join your stream on my phone, but Twitch does not want to work on mobile.
You mean this wood carving here?
Alright. See you in a little while.
Mushroom monster to Paimon.
Oh, no. The prototype Aranara is something that brings joy and laughter to children. At least in theory.
Not the first negative feedback we've had.
So, what exactly is a prototype Aranara?
So for context, Aranara are magical creatures in Sumeru fairy tales that live in the forest. For the store's 20th anniversary, we plan to release a series of hand-carved toys based on the Aranara stories that kids know and love. This is a prototype we made to get an idea of how they would react. But when we put it out there, the reaction was not quite what we'd anticipated.
They thought it looked like a mushroom too, huh?
No, worse than that, actually. I can't quite describe it, though. And I'm also not very good with kids. Maybe you could ask them for yourselves.
Alright, I want to get to the story quest.
This is not an Aranara. No way. I've read Uncle Tanja's Aranara and the ill little fungus. It says that Aranara are supposed to be chubby and squishy. The carving looks nothing like that.
Toys do look better when they're round and chubby. Uncle Tonder said in Aranara's vow that you can deceive the eyes, but you can't. This carving makes me feel lost and confused inside. I don't think the creator put his heart into it at all. It's nothing like an Aranara. Ooh, didn't put his heart into it, huh? Oh, sounds like one of those things that's easier said than understood.
Kassid and Alia didn't like this carving, but I think it's okay. It doesn't look too happy, so it's kind of pitiful in a cute way.
Oh, a positive review!
Yeah, so I would totally ask my dad to get it for me, if it wasn't meant to be an Aranara.
Oh, well, that took a sudden turn for the worse. We asked the children for their opinions.
Oh, how did it go? Has it maybe, grown on them at all? Oh, this is such a shame. Why isn't Tanger back from Gandharvaville yet?
Oh, the kids kept mentioning an Uncle Tanger, too. Who is he exactly?
Uncle Tanger is a famous children's author here in Port Ormos. He wrote quite a few stories in the past, but none of them were popular among children. Just like our prototype Aranara. But around a year or so ago, he suddenly had a eureka moment or something. And suddenly the children loved every one of his stories.
That's right. My little Ghaffari loves his stories too. The whole reason we decided to make these carvings was because we saw just how popular the Aranara are among children. We asked Tanja for guidance, but right after he agreed, he went off to Gandharvaville with his son to look for inspiration. They haven't returned yet. We were running out of time, so we had no choice but to carve an Aranara based on our own imaginations. As you can see, this was the result.
Oh, we have to do something. Hey, since you're the famous traveler, could you do us a favor and look for Tanger in Gandharvaville? He doesn't have to come in person if he's too busy. Just ask him to write down his suggestions and bring his notes back to us, if you could. Please, if only to put a smile on the children's faces. And, of course, you'll be well compensated for doing us the favor.
They seem pretty desperate. Let's help them out. To see the kid... Yep, let's do it!
And but first, I will get to that. I wanna meet this person. And then we'll do a little bit of that.
And have a good look yourself. Traditional spices of the highest quality, made with pride and experience.
You've got a deal. I can't thank you enough for always looking after my business.
Believe me, I'm not making this up. Several Eremite mercenary groups are nearly in open conflict, but does the core of 30 care? And that's not all. Did you know that—
Wow! Talk about hurly-burly! This place is busy! Guess that's only to be expected for the largest port in Sumeru. Maybe it's because of what Dia told us earlier, but Paimon can't seem to shake the feeling that there's also danger lurking in these crowds. Ooh. Let's get our bearings so we can start looking for leads. We know that whatever the Academia lost is related to the gods. But other than that, we don't have much else to go on.
Yeah, true.
Osfun told us to try posing as Academia students while asking around. Paimon checked the Akasha on the way here, and the Academia doesn't seem to have any research facilities in Port Ormos. Paimon doesn't get it. Won't we look even more suspicious going around saying we're Academia students and asking about the stolen item? Well, given all the people that come through here every day, if there's any information to be found, Paimon bets we could find it in the market. Let's ask around and see what we come up with.
Welcome. Welcome. How can I help you to...
Hi there. We would like to ask you a question. Do students from the Academia ever come to Port Ormos?
Of course. Especially around this time of year. Students from Sumeru City that are about to graduate often come to Port Ormos to cut loose a little. Many people often talk about how hard it is to get accepted into the Academia, let alone graduate. But those who finish their studies and go on to become full-time researchers at the Academia have it even harder. Sure, we may not be Sumeru City, but Port Ormos offers beautiful scenery and a stress-free environment. Some even say it's good luck to come to Port Ormos, so students and researchers come flocking here when things get to be too much at the Academia. You see over there? Those are students from the Academia. They've been looking worried and miserable ever since they got here a few days ago. If you ask me, the life of a merchant is better. So long as the Akasha teaches us what we need, then life is good.
Those students seem to be discussing something. Let's see if we can listen in.
Alright.
It's no good. I've tried asking around, but I haven't been able to learn anything useful. Not to mention that a bunch of scary-looking Eremite mercenaries have been posted along the streets now.
There's been a lot of fighting between the different Eremite factions in Port Ormos. If we choose to move on our own, then it would be wise to steer clear of them. Especially the group that's constantly shouting some stuff about the Scarlet King and some resurrection. I've even heard that the Citadel of Regzar is starting to get fed up with them. What was that group called again? Ein something or other?
They're called Ein El Akhmar. Today, I heard that the thing we're after might be in their possession at the moment.
Wait, come again?
So you're looking
Don't
for
you
it
see?
too.
Many of the Eremites in Port Ormos deal with trading this kind of thing. They're usually pretty wary of outsiders, but not so with students of the Academia. It's because the kind of goods that students are looking for aren't the kind of goods that Eremites are after. As long as they know you're a student, then deals can be made. I've heard that Ein El Hakmar likes to set up shop at the Jafar Tavern. Supposedly, if you're willing to part with 500,000 Mora, they'll give you info on anything.
Wait, did you say 500,000? If information alone costs that much, then how could we ever afford to buy what we're looking for? I guess we might as well give up on trying to graduate this way.
I wouldn't worry too much. Our field of research is very niche. Who else could possibly be after that kind of shady knowledge? I bet it's practically worthless to anyone aside from us.
Oh, I guess that makes sense. Then the only thing left for us now is to find a way in. Why don't we all just pool our money together and pay for the information?
Whoa! Did you hear that? A niche field of research and shady knowledge? It all sounds pretty suspicious to Paimon. Is knowledge something people just buy and sell like that? So, what's your plan? Wait, didn't you hear what they just said? Buying information is going to cost us 500,000 mora! Have you lost your mind? Oh, alright. Paimon never thought she'd agree to parting with that kind of mora. But if you know what you're doing, then we should give it a shot.
Let's go.
Propagate!
This is the place we heard those students talking about. Let's find a seat somewhere and see if we can spot the group they mentioned.
Oh, you've arrived. Please, take a seat.
Oh?
So, they think that they can go toe-to-toe with the boss? Ha! Once we reclaim the power of the Scarlet King, they'll be the first that the boss punishes.
They're nothing to be afraid of. Our main rival now is the Caracal Battalion. They've also amassed a significant amount of Mora this time, so we mustn't underestimate them.
How can the Caracal Battalion compete with the boss when they're nothing but a bunch of money-grubbing opportunists out for a quick mora?
Yeah, with boss's fervent devotion, he'll be able to use this power to bring our god back this time.
Huh. All these guys talk about is the Scarlet King, so they're probably the ones we're looking for.
Greater Lord Ruka Devata. That traitor and her followers must not be spared. The day will come when the Scarlet King exacts vengeance on Sumeru, and all of them shall be punished.
Yeah, Paimon was wondering what they meant too. We should ask about that if we get the chance later.
Yo, what up?
Huh? Who are you? What do you want? A traveler?
Now's probably not the time to talk about that. Didn't the students say Eremites are wary of outsiders?
A student? What's a student from Sumeru City doing in Port Ormos? Ah, well, if it's info you want, you've come to the right place. The question is, can you afford it?
Paimon can't stand to see so much more go. But there's no other choice right now.
Here, this is the merchant's address. Whatever you're looking for, you'll find it there. Hmm? Well, what are you waiting for?
Oh, that's right. We heard you mention the Scarlet King just now. We're actually interested to know more because we're archaeology students.
Sorry about that, guys.
Fine. Since you've already handed over the Mora, I guess I can throw in a little extra info. As you can see, members of Ain al-Ahmar are devout believers of the Scarlet King.
Gee, it's just Mother.
Years ago, the Scarlet King founded the great desert nation that was our homeland. It was an advanced civilization, far beyond anything you'll see in present-day Sumeru. The Scarlet King was the rightful god of wisdom, but he was betrayed by a companion he trusted. She even stripped him of his title, God of Wisdom.
So, you mean the traitor was...
Greater Lord Ruka Devata, yes. That shameless wretch destroyed the Scarlet King's civilization, and our ancestors were forced to flee to this land where we were made to suffer the tyranny of our enemies. Furthermore, she conspired with the Academia to cover up the truth of her actions, and create the merciful and benevolent facade for which she is now known. Ugh, just thinking about it sickens me. But the story doesn't end there, oh no. The Scarlet King isn't truly dead. The voice of the Oracle has been heard in the desert, prophesying his resurrection. Mark my words, our god shall return. And when that day comes, all followers of the traitor and all the desert dwellers who have forgotten their true god will suffer retribution together. If what I'm saying makes you shiver with fear, it might not be too late for you to become a believer of the Scarlet King. I don't have anything to say to you academia people about that. I think this conversation has reached its end.
Not just yet. This man is a fraud.
Huh? You again? Deranged academia lunatic.
Yes, it's me again.
Oh, hello.
I already warned you that if you weren't willing to sit and discuss things with me, I'd take measures to make things uncomfortable for you. Listen to me. That address he gave you is fake. Or at least, you won't find a merchant waiting for you there. This group has been boasting all around that they can provide information on a certain item as a means of luring people into their territory. Once you show up, they keep up the act until they have hard evidence that you want to purchase said item. Then they use that to squeeze you for all the more you're worth.
Ah!
Hey! Shut it, Alhaitham! What are you playing at, trying to ruin our business like this,
I told you the other day. I wish to discuss my terms with your boss.
Ha! The boss made it perfectly clear that he won't negotiate with you.
Yes, and in no uncertain terms. But that was then. It does not preclude him from changing his mind in the future.
I'm warning you. Don't push us, or this could get ugly. We don't usually get rough with people from the academia because it just complicates things. For a lunatic like you, though, we might just have to make an exception.
If you're suggesting that we escalate this from a verbal exchange to a physical one, I accept. After all, even the Archons used war to negotiate the ownership of Teyvat. If, on the other hand, we can't agree on any means of negotiation at all, then I'm afraid my next course of action will sting a little more than the mere falling through of a few business deals. I will jeopardize the Eremite's reputation, which I know you value above all else. I am quite confident that if I began to take such action, your boss would willingly approach me himself. However, I fear that by then, some things will have happened that cannot be undone. Also, a word of advice. I suggest you tell your boss exactly...
What did you say?
Consider this. Have I ever failed to follow through on my word in the past?
This guy is really out of his mind.
Okay then. If you really have a death wish, let's meet a week from today. The pier in front of the Pharos Lighthouse, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, sharp. Don't expect us to hold back.
Not so fast. First, you return the 500,000 mora to them.
Thank you.
Please, I beg you, don't provoke them. We can't afford any trouble with this crowd. They haven't even paid for their food yet.
Ah, Mr. Iman. There appears to be fewer staff in the restaurant recently. This wouldn't happen to be because they're all busy spreading the word to the students, would it?
Well...
Someone who chooses to do business with a group like that really can't afford to get so flustered the instant someone confronts them about it. Consider the meal compensation for our silence. I'd say you're getting an excellent deal.
Wow.
Whoa! Did you see that? He not only got us our Mora back, but sent the Emirites running too! Plus, he seems to know a lot about what's going on around here. Let's catch up with him and ask some questions!
Yes, please.
He went that way! After him!
Oh, pardon. No! Dude, wait up!
Wait up! It's Alhaitham, right?
What do you want? No need for thanks. My goal was to get to them, and you two gave me just the opportunity I needed. We're even. Oh, I advise you to keep your distance from them. Since they weren't able to make off with your Mora in the end, they might harass you again in the future. All right. Goodbye.
Wait, we want some...
Horses! We still have something to ask you about! Since you tore through their scam right in front of them, you must know the real story about certain something, no?
Who exactly are you two? And why are you inquiring about that? A student. Right. Look, you should know that those thugs conducting business with you had nothing to do with your lie.
Huh? Oh, yeah! He's really strong! Weren't you saying something about a physical exchange? We can help with that.
He doesn't even have a vision. Forget it.
Oh, really now?
Not, but he can still use elemental energy. Otherwise, there's no way we'd go asking for info from from guys like that. Those high-headed thugs are definitely gonna bring a lot of backup for your next meeting. Even if you don't go alone, you won't regret taking us with you.
All right, I accept. Got a pen and paper? If you're searching for someone who sells that kind of merchandise, I'll give you one of their addresses, and you can try your luck. We'll reconvene at the appointed time by the pier. It doesn't matter if you show up or not.
So, since you were happy to give us this merchant's information, does that mean you can tell us exactly what we're after?
You were willing to part with 500,000 mora for something and you didn't even know what it was? Okay. Well, if you truly are as skilled as you claim, then you can beat the answer out of them when they become hostile. Look, if you've been making inquiries, then you have to know something by now. Tell me what you know so far, so I don't waste time repeating information.
We know it's connected to the academia somehow, and that not only do the Eremites deal in it, but some students want to get a hold of it too. What else?
You know almost everything there is to know, but you're unable to compile this information because you've never seen the object before. This is what you've been looking for.
Huh? Paimon can't tell what it is. It looks like some kind of ornament.
You tell me
This is a knowledge capsule. To put it simply, it's a vessel that can store a fixed quantity of canned knowledge. It's like a miniature Akasha. Anyone who links it to their personal Akasha terminal instantly becomes privy to its contents. Correct. Anyone. Unlike the Akasha, which heavily regulates who can access what information, knowledge capsules confer their contents without any requisites.
That's amazing.
It's essentially a convenient and harmless vestibule for knowledge. Unfortunately, it's illegal in Sumeru to privately possess or trade them. They were created as a means for scholars to transfer knowledge gained from Irminsul into the Akasha, and are intended to be destroyed immediately after use. But despite strict regulations, some of these knowledge capsules will always escape destruction. After all, there will always be those in this world who are dissatisfied with life as designed for them by the Akasha. Over the past century, a wide variety of canned knowledge has been leaked from the academia. Now, in Port Ormos, the valuable ones are a means to mora for the Eremites. Meanwhile, those which the Eremites deem to be useless to them occasionally prove useful to the common citizens and hapless academia students. Well, I think that about sums it up. Oh, so that's your true objective. With our current arrangement, I don't believe I can offer an answer. You're still resolved. Fine. Let's talk somewhere with fewer people.
Thank you.
Let's continue our conversation here. If you wish to learn more about the knowledge capsule that the Academia lost, then you must help me with something. I need you to find someone named Dory, a traveling merchant. Unlike the peddlers who hawk inferior knowledge capsules, she often has quality goods in stock. Some say that as long as there is profit to be made, there is nothing she won't dare to sell. She's guarded against people from the Academia because most of her wares don't comply with Academia regulations. I think she blacklisted me. I met with her informant, but it soon became clear that they had no intention of letting me get any further. Become one of Dory's customers and earn her trust. This is my condition for further collaboration.
Why do you want us to meet with her?
Until you complete this task, you don't have question privileges.
Fine!
So how do we go about doing this?
You two are outlanders who haven't been here for long, so Dory should view you as safe clients. I'll give you the informant's address and their contact password. Beyond the password, though, I have no way of knowing what other tricks she might have up her sleeve. You'll have to improvise.
This is kind of nerve-wracking.
The true challenge begins after you meet her. She has a keen nose for Mora and a shrewd eye for wares, and she only likes customers who she deems to have good taste. I'll prepare some funds for you. Buy her highest quality wares and earn her approval.
But we only just saw a knowledge capsule for the first time. We don't know how to tell which ones are good and which ones are bad. Is that something we can learn quickly?
That's true. Have you two heard of elemental sight?
Yeah, I can use it.
That's a surprise. Guess I'll have to hold you in higher regard. Anyway, that ability should resolve your issue.
I look for the one with the more energy to it.
Here are 2 knowledge capsules. Tell me, can you detect any difference in their quality?
They look the same to Paimon.
Try inspecting them with elemental sight.
That one gives us more energy.
How'd it go? Did you see anything?
Rumor has it that higher quality knowledge capsules generally appear brighter when viewed through elemental sight. That's because knowledge originates from Irminsul, the root of Dendro power itself. The more powerful the knowledge, the richer it is in Dendro energy. However, some canned knowledge with a high concentration of elemental energy is of little use in contemporary times, so those capsules are of little value. Using elemental sight is merely a stopgap measure, but it should suffice for earning Dory's trust.
That sounds pretty impressive.
Here's a sheet with the informant's location and contact password, and here is the Mora for purchasing canned knowledge. Don't be cheap. You'll need to spend to catch Dory's eye. If there's any Mora left over, just keep it. Oh, and be sure to exercise some caution. There have been Matra present in Port Ormos lately. Your efforts will be for naught if they catch you.
Matra?
They belong to the Academia's regulatory body. They also handle cases of illegal canned knowledge transactions. Like I said, the Academia has banned both their trade and possession. The Matra are razor sharp. You're in for nothing good if they lock their sights onto you. If you two want to back out, now's the time. Okay, then we have a deal. If you succeed in your dealings with Dory, come find me at the Wikela Funduk. We'll have an open discussion then.
Gotcha.
Looking at what Al-Haytham wrote, Dory's informant is a trader near Old Ormos. Let's follow these instructions and try to get in contact with him.
Hey, Latish.
Hello. What are you two looking to buy? What a unique palette. We have unripe horror fruits, but we usually keep them in the back. I'll have someone escort you.
Following the paper got us past the first round.
Ronak, these two want to buy unripe horror fruits. Show them to the warehouse.
Got it. You two, please follow me.
Oh, frick.
You two have a fascinating fashion sense. You haven't seen a customer.
Hold on. I didn't know. Looking to buy unripe. Wearing a morning flower. Looking to buy canned knowledge. this is gonna be hard to remember. Frick. Oh, I know an easy way. Look, let's take a screenshot right now. Cheating, it's cheating, but I don't give a dang. Alright.
Hold on. Let me think. Sumeru Rose means common merch. No, look again. We're obviously wearing morning flowers.
Ah, my mistake. I do apologize.
Whew. That pop quiz sure was scary.
Yes.
Ah, the warehouse is up ahead. Please follow me.
I'm going.
Before I retrieve your products, I need to confirm a few things. Please forgive me, but we may not have sufficient stock for you today. Earlier, many of our hara fruits were taken by mice.
Mice, customer. Taken by mice, sold to customers.
Yeah. Thanks. If better goods come in, you'll be the first to know. You look like you have some skill. Why don't I pick out some fruits that'll make you dizzy?
Yep, that's the right answer. But eating hara fruit that makes your head and ears ring sounds like a bad life decision.
Would you like your hara fruits to be packaged in the Sumeru City or Port Ormos style? Wow, you two sure are generous customers. We'll be sure to package your products beautifully. Okay, everything has been confirmed. Miss Dory is waiting for you up at... Shoot! It's the Matra! Run!
What? The matcha? Where? I'll hate them zipper dumper if they catch us. We gotta get out of here. We don't know this area, so let's follow that informant.
Run.
He ran that way. Look, he's over there.
Jeez, how far can this guy run? And then that's supposed to can't catch you on the gym.
Hey, if you're hiding from the Rishbaland tiger, come this way. Another password. Huh? Oh, that voice came from behind the building on the right!
Here, over here. You can stop running now.
Story!
So you were the one who was calling out to us just now. But, are we definitely gonna be safe here?
These two good customers wish to buy some horror fruit, Miss Dory. And if there's nothing else, I'll just excuse myself.
Oh, very good. Thank you.
Wait, was that... Huh?
Wait, you're Dory? I'm unsure thought you'd look a whole lot scarier.
Hey, what are you trying to say, Princess Pea-Brain? I'm scary enough when I need to be, believe you me. If you don't want what I say, then you can forget about doing any business.
Oh my Princess Pea-Brain. Oh my gosh, you're that... Okay.
But it seems you two have actually done pretty well so far. Not only did you manage to find the informant, your reactions were also pretty sharp. You don't really look like criminals or anything, but I bet my Mora that you've been involved in some shady dealings, haven't you?
Paimon's not sure if that's supposed to be a compliment, but...
It's something.
I can't risk doing business with people who start huffing and puffing after just a few paces. No matter how much Mora they might have. Not only will they get caught by the Matra, but they'll also get us into trouble. As decent folks trying to run an honest business. We don't need any of that. Wouldn't you agree? So that's why I prefer to have customers like you. It's your first time here, but don't worry, I won't ask too many questions. Even if you wish to buy enough knowledge capsules to decorate your house with, please, knock yourself out. As long as you have lots of round, shiny Mora, then we're all good. Ah, yes, of course, of course. Go ahead, help yourselves. Voila!
Wow, she has a trove of canned knowledge. Whew. She'd probably be in serious trouble if the Matra caught her with all this.
What kind of products do you seek, my dear customers? Don't worry, I'm not interested in your reasons for buying. I can, however, offer some suggestions. Take this one, for example. An analysis of the sociological ideology and dialectics of the Hilichurls. Only 3 people in all of Teyvat have ever studied it, making it extremely rare. It's on sale now for 350,000 Mora.
Yeesh, who would want to be an expert in that topic?
Or how about the architectural styles and construction methods of Teyvat in the early Archon War period? With this one, you can become an expert in historic architecture preservation and find an excellent, well-paying job in nearly any nation.
Ooh, now this sounds like it could be useful.
2 million Mora, and it's yours. No discounts.
Jeez.
Whoa! That's a lot of Mora!
Of course, you are free to pick whatever your heart's desire. The contents and price of each knowledge capsule are indicated in small text on the body of each one, down at the bottom.
Alright, let's try the method that Al-Haytham mentioned.
What is the strongest sense? Elemental sight. Okay, we got 3 of them.
You've really got a good head on your shoulders, and quite the eye for quality.
take these, please and thank you.
My, oh my. You are blessed with a taste for both the exquisite and the extravagant. Customers like you are a rare breed. 1 in 100. No, 1 in 1,000 even. Listen, I have a special offer for you two. If you spend just 100,000 mora more, you can pick any knowledge capsule of your choice up to a value of 1 million mora.
Say what now? Hey, did you hear that? Spend another 100K and we get a capsule worth a whole million! But all the canned knowledge we just bought is easily worth 500,000 mora. If we spend just a little more, we can get something worth 1 million mora. Isn't that a fantastic deal? Think about it. We've gone to all this trouble to get this canned knowledge. And so far, everything we bought belongs to Alhaitham. Aren't you even the least bit curious about how this whole canned knowledge thing works? We're talking instant knowledge here. Don't you want to try it yourself? Come on, come on. We still have around 100,000 of Alhaitham's mora left. So let's put it to good use by finding something useful for you. Ahem. You've got a deal, Dory. We'd like to spend an extra 100,000.
I'm on, I swear to God.
Excellent. Then please, select from this fine collection of canned knowledge over here.
Hold on a second. I thought we could choose...
Oh, but my dear customer, the knowledge capsules over here are worth 1 million mora each. I'm sure discerning customers like yourselves will be able to find something to your liking. Please, take your time.
Uh-oh, Paimon has a bad feeling about this. Let's use Elemental Sight again to check these.
None of these.
So, what did you see?
None of them are shimmering.
So, they're all worth about the same amount?
Yes.
Well, anyway, the mora's already been spent, so let's at least try to find something useful. Let Paimon take a look here. An introduction to traditional Sumeru brewing techniques, the art of growing spices, an overview of ancient runes. Oh, how about this one? Sword fighting techniques 8. Not sure we'd ever find volumes 1 through 7, but at least this knowledge should be useful, right? Dory, we'll take this one.
All right, very good. I'm expecting some new goods in the next couple days, so be sure to check back again soon. Whether it's canned knowledge or anything else you need, bring your mora to Dory and doors will open.
Alrighty then.
Dory went smoothly enough. Let's head to Wakala Funduk and meet up with Alhaitham. Hopefully now he'll finally tell us about what the Academia lost.
Does this make sense to you?
Mora, mora, shiny mora. Oh, please come back anytime you need something.
Alright then, lady. Okay, let's do this and then we'll end the stream.
You two made it. And from the looks on your faces, you were successful.
Whoa, there's so many people from the Academia here. Why would you pick this place as our meetup spot?
Yeah, why?
Well, Wakela Funduk is under the Academia's control, so naturally the Academia has people working here. I came to Port Ormos under the pretense of conducting official business.
Alright.
You're a pretty daring guy.
Relax. No one here is interested in anything we say, and the Matcher won't come here. Okay, now, tell me how your encounter with Dory went.
Okay, we did what you asked. So, can you tell us about the knowledge capsule that the Academia lost now?
Before that, I have to ask, why are you two so intent on tracking it down? You don't have to answer, of course.
Yeah, he just wants to meet the God of Wisdom and ask her about something important. We've been in Sumeru for a while now, but we still haven't found a way. When we heard that the Academia had lost something that might be related to the gods, we came here in case it turned out to be our lucky break.
In that case, you're on the right track. A short while ago, the Academia lost a knowledge capsule in the desert. It's supposedly a divine knowledge capsule. Use it, and you'll gain the wisdom of the gods.
Wow, there's really such a thing as that? Hey, if we find it, do you think we could learn how to meet the Dendro Archon? Ooh, or how to find your sister?
Hopefully.
I highly doubt it has any mystical properties, but it does indeed exist. And it's right here, in Port Ormos.
So, where exactly?
That's what we need to find out next. I won't deny that. I am investigating because I'm curious as to what the divine knowledge capsule truly is. As you know, the Eremites in Port Ormos also have their eyes on it. It is an extremely precious item. The knowledge contained within may bring great power or wealth to whoever has it in their possession. Several brigades have been vying for ownership of it as of late, but there is still no victor. My personal finances and connections cannot compete with those of the Eremites. After attempting various methods, I finally managed to reach a tentative agreement with several brigades. I agreed to forego ownership of the divine knowledge capsule in exchange for the opportunity to study it. After all, there's no harm in understanding what it is. However, there are those who are less amenable to negotiation, such as those from Ain al-Ahmar. They adamantly believe that the divine knowledge capsule contains the Scarlet King's power, and that he will return to this world when they obtain it. They refuse to let anyone from the Academia tarnish their deity's soul.
So you kept hounding them because they refused to cooperate with you?
Yes. Ain al-Ahmar isn't exactly wealthy, but its members are determined to get that capsule by any means necessary. To that end, they've resorted to many methods more foul than fair in order to amass sufficient funds. So, I've been sabotaging their business to force them into negotiating with me. The divine knowledge capsule should be up for a secret auction within the next few days. Each brigade will place their own bid, and the prize will be covertly given to the winner. To ensure the capsule's security and to evade the Matra's notice, the winning brigade will not publicly disclose their victory. Unless I know whose hands the divine knowledge capsule ends up in, my agreements with them will fall through. Dory is the most reliable source of information, but that avenue was previously closed to me. With you on board now, the situation is different.
In other words, you wanted us to befriend Dory so you could find out where the divine knowledge capsule is.
Yes, you can say that. But this arrangement harms none of us. The day after tomorrow, go back to Dory and try to purchase information on the divine knowledge capsule's whereabouts. If she has no information, wait 2 days and approach her again. If I get the opportunity to study the divine knowledge capsule, I will relay my findings to you. Will that suffice as compensation? Okay, then we'll meet up in 2 days.
Alhaitham, before you go, we actually bought a knowledge capsule for ourselves, but we're not sure how to use it.
You two want to try using a knowledge capsule? Sure, I can teach you. Doing so right under the Academia's nose is a bit problematic, though. What do you say we head to the outskirts of town?
Oh. Alright. That's probably where I'm going to end it. Thank you all so much for watching. As a tradition, I will do one wish for you guys. Let's go. Let's see. Tainari. Oh, purple. Purple. Come on. Ah, I got cola! Yeah! This is a good stream indeed. Well, how about you Nantos enjoyed? Please leave a like, comment, subscribe down below, and I'll catch you all in the next live stream that I do. See ya!